Hey everyone, it is Friday. You know what that means here at RPG Elite. It means classic tabletop RPG series is in full effect. Gamma World, which is a series we've been focusing on. And today we're going to get into those enigmatic organizations known as cryptic alliances. And we're going to do it right now. Hey, welcome to RPG Elite, where we put the RP back into RPG, giving you tools, tips, tutorials, and talk on how to make your RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. All my fellow elites, first I gotta give y'all a shout out. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. For new people who are just coming through, I wanna welcome you. And for those who are returnees, I think I've got a name for you. Returnees. You keep returning back to the channel, but you're not subscribed yet, then I'm gonna encourage you right now, take the full plunge. If you don't have a YouTube channel, it's time to make one. Open up another browser tab. Go ahead, make that channel, then come over here, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and all the rest of you, hey, if you're on the channel and you find more than one thing that you like, then you need to crush that like button, baby. Oh man, I'm feeling, it's very weird that I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling right now. And if you knew what was going on behind the scenes, you'd be like, what is wrong with this guy? Something must be wrong with him. And there is something wrong with me. Trust me on that. Today, we are going to get into the cryptic alliances of Gamma World. In our last video, we focused on community, status, and rank. And that was to lead us to this video here, since they are pretty much a part of that, these cryptic alliances. If you haven't seen that video, then go ahead and click on the link right here and you can watch it, and then come back to this video. It'll be in the link in the description below though, so you can always go there as well. I also wanted to talk to you about what's going on over at the community tab, and that's going to be in the link in the description below. I put an image up of a cover for an old classic RPG and asked people, hey, you know, what is this? Do you guys know what this is? You know, it's kind of making it cool and making a game out of it. And a lot of people responded, and I said next Tuesday, but actually it's going to have to be today. And almost most of the people who was on there got it. It is Adventure, White Wolf Games. Some classic pulp RPG lovage there. I'm going to have another one for you next Tuesday. So go over to the community tab, be involved there. Got another poll coming up here soon as well. We have plans, folks. Plans. I actually have an update video for you that's coming out next week too, because next week is really supposed to be my week off. I'm supposed to take the last Tuesday off, but things have been going so well that I've decided, I'm going to go ahead and do at least a small video on my day off, something that's not very work intensive. And this next one is just going to be an update video on all the things we got planned and what's going on here at RPG Elite. Okay, enough of that. Let's get started, folks. Gamma World, 1st through 4th edition, cryptic alliances. Let's start now.
Cryptic alliances are secret societies where the members are driven by one overriding ideology of what their idea for the world should be. This ideology also shapes their membership requirements, which will many times exclude PCs from trying to join their ranks. First edition presents cryptic alliances as NPC groups the PCs have a possibility of encountering. In 2nd and 3rd edition, only rank or status 3 characters or higher may attempt to join a cryptic alliance. In 3rd edition, they can only be part of one community at a time, including cryptic alliances. In 4th edition, PCs can be a part of a cryptic alliance at character creation, but access to whatever cryptic alliance they desire is controlled by the GM. Now, PCs don't have to be part of a cryptic alliance. This is totally optional if they so desire. In this mini-series, I will describe each of the cryptic alliances listed in Gamma World. In order to be uniform in our approach, what follows is an explanation of what you will see in a listing in the core books. However, not all of these details will be translated into ordinary terms when we start talking about each of the cryptic alliances. The name is the general name that most of the citizens or denizens of Gamma World know the group by. However, they also have nicknames given to them, which is a reflection of the territory the PCs are in and their proximity to certain cryptic alliance bases, which should be predetermined by the GM. Each cryptic alliance has varying tech levels, or a tech, and this reflects the kind of equipment the members have access to and what they are likely to carry. In first edition Gamma World, nothing but a description is given for each cryptic alliance. That's it. There is no tech level. In second edition, tech level is added to the game to designate what technology certain artifacts and communities fall under. Normal communities are tech level 1 or 2. The highest tech level 3, was reserved for only the largest communities and dedicated cryptic alliances. Third edition expanded on this even further by adding a 4th and 5th tech level. Fourth edition does away with tech level in reference to cryptic alliances. For the purposes of our descriptions, I will mention the cryptic alliance tech level included in 2nd and 3rd edition. The type designates what kind of members are accepted into the cryptic alliance ranks. Now, this is going to be one of 5: pure strain humans, humanoids, mutated animals, plants, androids, or others, which is everything else that doesn't fall into the first 5 categories. The listings in 2nd edition give a percentage chance of a character becoming a member of that cryptic alliance, which they, or the GM, depending on how you guys are going to do it, would have to roll under with a pair of percentile dice. They are also in 3rd edition, but they are listed in the addendum, so they're listed in the other book. 4th edition mentions it in a general sense, but give no hard and fast numbers. Number is how many potential members can be encountered in a group while the PCs are adventuring. It will be a range rolled on a specific amount of dice, like 1d4, 2d6, 2d6 plus 10. The base is the type and the number of members that can be encountered at an alliance headquarters. It will also be a range rolled on a specific amount of dice, just like the number. The base types are nomadic camps, a military camp, feudal castle or a building, a village, a town, a city, a monastery or shrine, and an ancient installation. 3rd edition has the same base types, but the letter designations for each are different and they make more sense. So here is a listing of the same locations, but with different letter designations. 3rd edition also adds other details for the members who may be encountered: morale, armor class, hit dice or rank, damage, which is for the weapon that they carry, physical strength, mental strength, and the kind of weapon they are carrying. Now, a secret sign is a symbol or special emblem that is either worn or marked on buildings to denote a cryptic alliance's jurisdiction. And sometimes this is accompanied by a secret handshake or other action to signal to other members what cryptic alliance they belong to, and is a means to identify others of the same alliance but not of the same base. The background is a description of the attitude and the purpose of the cryptic alliance. Now, in 4th edition, the concept of 2 kinds of members is given: traditional and reformed, each with their viewpoint on what the cryptic alliance stands for and how they operate within it. As we describe each cryptic alliance, we will include these two details from 4th edition. So, all of that out of the way, let us delve into the inner workings and beliefs of the first 4 of these mysterious cryptic alliances. Now, this cult of technology worshippers exists in many primitive areas and is especially appealing to unsophisticated humanoids. They collect but rarely use artifacts, especially robots, which they deactivate and mount in their temples as gods. Members are rich in domars and will pay top dollar for artifacts. Stealing what they can't buy, temples will always be in deep caves, old bomb shelters, or similar locations. Archivists can be recruited or hired if they feel the adventure will lead to the acquisition of more artifacts. They are Tech 3 in 2nd edition and Tech 2 in 3rd edition. Members prominently display old Masonic Lodge pins, a stylized eye inside a pyramid drawn in the air, or a convenient surface to indicate a meeting place. Traditionalists hunt down robots and active machines, believing them to be inhabited by evil spirits. They deactivate these machines by any means and cart them off to a temple. Reformed members believe the machines are only the physical symbol of their gods. These members only seek or take artifacts that are not being used by others or have ceased to function naturally. Any PCs who are looking to join the Archivist and are playing 2nd edition have the benefits of turning in artifacts for status points, even if the artifacts aren't functional or powered, or if they haven't been figured out yet. Members receive double the normal number of status points for turning in any kind of robot and receive 50 status points per item for turning in any artifact which does not have any status point value attached to it. Now, the same goes for 3rd edition, except that they receive 1 status point per item for turning in any artifact, even those that do not function. In 4th edition, some of the benefits and restrictions are PCs would get a +3 to robot recognition and a +3 to use artifacts when deactivating a robot or machine. They get bonus XP for placing artifacts in a temple, and as a matter of fact, that's the only place that they will get the whole value is if they place it in a temple. The Brotherhood is dedicated to furthering a spirit of benevolence among intelligent species and eventually founding a world order based on individual freedom and mutual cooperation. Its evangelists operate in groups of 3: a pure strain human, a mutated animal or plant, and a humanoid. And they do this from hidden bases. They seek converts to their doctrine wherever they go. Members will sometimes cooperate with the Seekers, but will actively oppose purists and friends of entropy. They will often join in activities that add to the spirit of peaceful cooperation or thwart the forces of dissension and hate. Again, they are Tech 3 in 2nd edition and Tech 2 in 3rd edition. Their secret sign is an infinity symbol traced on the forehead, as if brushing back the hair. The benefits and restrictions in 2nd and 3rd edition are that members receive the same number of points for successfully negotiating with NPCs, for example, to avoid a conflict that they would receive for defeating the NPCs. In addition, for each character a member recruits into the organization, he receives 100 status points times the recruit's rank. This is changed to 10 times the points in 3rd edition. In 4th edition, you get a +3 bonus to charisma to any attribute check made when trying to convince creatures to act peacefully or trying to calm down a heated situation. They cannot attack creatures except in self-defense or if they are going to do violence or cause destruction in the immediate future, and immediate future meaning like in the next couple of rounds. One time during an adventure, a member can double the experience points they would normally get for resolving a conflict without combat. Traditionalists sometimes have to use violence to stop violence. These brothers are reluctant to use this option, but will hurt or kill a sentient creature if necessary to prevent even greater destruction. The Reformed faction are radical and never will strike a sentient creature, even to save their own life. They will never prevent anyone from doing as they choose, although they might try to persuade such a person verbally to the Brotherhood's view. Programmers believe that the world was created by the computers they find in ruined installations. They deny all pre-Holocaust history, claiming that the social wars were the result of human rebellion against their machine masters. They also believe in salvation by returning to a state of obedience to those masters. Programmers operate shrines on the sites of installations whose think tanks, cybernetic units, or NBCs are intact. They obey these units and offer them prayers in the form of programs which they have copied from computer manuals they believe to be old religious books. Programmers seldom leave their shrines except to search out more of the old gods, or as a result of obeying the orders of deranged masters. They are fanatics, and they can't be hired, though they may be recruited if it serves their own ends, and they never check morale. They are Tech 3 in 2nd edition and Tech 2 in 3rd edition. Their secret symbol is different depending on the area. Programmers in different areas use unique passwords in the form of numbers and symbols copied from old computer programs. Overall, their favorite symbol is a floppy disk. The benefits and restrictions for 2nd and 3rd edition is that members modify their charisma by twice their rank or status if it's 3rd edition, and you don't simply add your rank in 2nd edition, when interacting with Borgs or think tanks and cybernetic installations. And in addition, they add their rank or status to their die roll when attempting to figure out an artifact. In 4th edition, they get a +3 to robot recognition when dealing with computers or when trying to extract information from or program them. Members must obey the instructions of any computer. There is some latitude in interpreting what the computer wants done. Once a year, a programmer must contact an active computer and ask for a quest or instructions. The programmer is entitled to a 100 experience point bonus times his current level each adventure as long as he obeys any orders given him by a computer. If the computer is not encountered in the adventure, then they don't get the bonus. This quasi-monastic order is dedicated to tending the ill and infirm of all creeds and species. Members can be hired or recruited, but will only heal and advise. They won't fight except in self-defense. Even then, they will not use weapons or armor. They have extraordinary powers, which they attribute to a healthy life of poverty and meditation. These powers include the ability to approach and befriend all non-intelligent entities. They know how to use medical artifacts, will treat friend and foe alike, and will never be attacked by intelligent beings except for Red Death members. Healers do not have a secret sign. Members wear white robes to identify themselves and use a caduceus to indicate a rendezvous. The 2nd and 3rd edition benefits and restrictions are that members receive no status points for beating NPCs. However, they get 1 status point for each hit point recovered by a patient under their care. In 3rd edition, it's 1 XP for every 20 points healed. A healer may care for a number of individuals in one day equal to their rank. That's in 2nd edition, or their status, which is 3rd edition. characters may be under the care of only one healer per day. Whenever a character is under a healer's care, they add 3 times the healer's rank to the chance of recovering from illness at the end of each day. This is cut to half the healer's rank in 3rd edition. In addition, characters under a healer's care recover double the normal number of hit points that would be recovered by resting. Healers add their rank or status to their die roll when trying to figure out a medical artifact, and they get double status points for turning in medical artifacts. In 4th edition, the character starts with a medic kit. A healer can bandage a character in half the normal time. Any character under the constant supervision of a healer heals at twice the normal rate. The healer cannot accelerate regenerated healing. The character must try to bandage or heal any wound or sick sentient creature. And if the creature is beyond help, they can humanely put it out of its misery. They are not required to risk their health or safety to heal a creature. They get a 100 XP bonus times their current level once per adventure if they heal a sentient creature character that is not a member of the party. And we're not talking about insignificant animals like the mouse that just ran over their toe. They don't count. Traditional healers will help any creature, sentient or not. They will risk life and limb to give medical assistance to another. This does not mean they must aid a creature that is certain to kill them, however. There must be a chance of successfully treating the patient before they will take the risk. Many reformed healers demand payment for their services, although they will sometimes perform charity work. They tend to help non-sentient creatures only occasionally.
So there is the beginning of our mini series within a series on cryptic alliances. There are, I think there's about 12, might even be more, actually more like 15. It might be 15. So this is going to be like a 4-video series within a series. We're going over all of these cryptic alliances, and it might be 3 videos or something like that. We'll see. Let me know what you think about these cryptic alliances. Comments below. Let's be engaged and let's have a lot of fun here at RPG Elite. I'm going to be reading your comments and I'm going to be making more content and video. So until we meet each other again, God willing, everybody out there in your next gaming sessions, you know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, happy gaming.